Hmm?
I said it should be live now. I don't know how you can see on your end. You can see if it live or not. Or don't tell you.
You don't tell me. Actually,
Oh,
it said live.
oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. Hi everyone. Whomever is listening, that is. Um, we'll be reviewing New Zealand versus West Indies. For the first test in the three-match test series, which is taking place in the Caribbean. The first test was played in Jamaica. So we'll just be reviewing the first 4 days. My name is Dario Nichols, and you can follow me on YouTube at Dario Nichols. Luke, you have anything you want people to follow you at? Whoever is listening is.
Yeah, good night, everyone. Is Luke here, Luke Stove. Just reviewing this first test between the West Indies and New Zealand. Um, I guess you could say it kind of just followed on from the series that was in New Zealand just last year. Um, where the West Indies got pretty much hammered after being humiliated in Sachin Tendulkar's last series in India. So nothing much improvement there except to say that the tailenders can finally hold their own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Right. Well, I'll just go and try it by the other day. Actually, sit down and write these notes for the whole day. Uh, so let me see. All right. So we know coming in this game that Dinesh Ramdin was appointed as the West Indies captain
Absolutely.
um, to replace Darren Sammy. So it's his game to prove himself as West Indies captain. I don't know. I mean, as me and you, as we were saying, Luke, don't really think it. I think is. I mean, yeah, we are saying that Ronnie was a good captain. He's plenty on the 19, the World Cup they had. But it just seemed like just giving the captaincy because there really is nobody else to take over the captaincy when it's all said and done. So um, just hand it over to him because he's the only one that's available. And I know that you want Kurt Harris to be captain, but I guess it's still going to be a while before he becomes captain too. So
For sure.
yeah. So we also this was Gale's 100th Test match
Uh,
and playing at home in Jamaica. So the hope there is that Gale was going to make 100, I guess, or do something spectacular. But you know how West Indies team goes. Okay, so West Indies, New Zealand won the toss and they agreed to bat first. I'm not really sure like how the wicket was though. You know how it was though? Was it like to you going in a batsman's wicket, bowler's wicket or something?
it was pretty much when you looked at it first up, it was batsman's wicket, sun was shining, no sort of grass to speak of whatsoever. So you winning the toss, you were gonna bat first. The fielding team was in for a really tough first session, especially. So the real thing was to take advantage of that new ball, but the only wicket we managed to get was Peter Fulton, who hasn't been in the best of touch in international level,
Mm-hmm.
but he's been very good actually at a domestic season, but just hasn't been able to get a start at international. And then, of course, that massive partnership between Latham and Williamson that pretty much set them on the road to a big total.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you think that is the case that Peter Fulton shouldn't be invested? I mean, in New Zealand's team then, given how he has actually well, not performed at all in this match, in this test match.
Pardon?
Do you think it's the case that Peter Fulton, sorry, should not be in the New Zealand team, given that for this entire match he didn't make any runs to speak of?
Yeah, for me, I think they have more options. I like the other youngster, Rutherford. He
Mm-hmm.
looks pretty good to me, left-hander. Um, yeah, Fulton for me hasn't really impressed at the international level for me to give him more chances, but they're looking to stick with him for a little longer, see if he comes out with it. We'll see.
Mhm.
Difficult to say. For me, Williamson continues to impress. He
Mhm.
had a good recent spell of runs. Pretty much just watched it as from first ball, and then when he just started to get his confidence back, it was no getting him out until tomorrow.
Mhm. Yeah, it's true though. I do like Wilson as a batsman. I think he's very good. Uh, that showed out there against the West Indies. I realized that Latham got lucky off of Jerome Taylor's
Yeah,
um,
true. No
so
ball.
yeah, off-hitting no ball, and that was very unfortunate for West Indies because that's when he scored was 64 for one, and
Yeah,
you saw how long it took them for the next wicket to fall. So it was a case where they weren't. Yeah, I guess like if they had really got him, I think it would have made a massive difference in the game. I don't know if they would have been able to post, I don't know, that massive total. Maybe they still would have, but it seems like after they didn't get that wicket, guys settled in now and just hammered them. So
yeah. The bowling attack too. The selection, as I was telling you when I saw it, it almost puzzled me a little bit because Shane Shillingford under watch by the ICC uh, for his action, and he
mhm,
can't hold that deucer or the delivery that turns the other way. So my following was, if you think these wickets gonna turn fourth and fifth day, fine. I don't have a problem bowling two and three spinners, but you have Chris Gale there, you have Marlon Samuels there.
mhm,
So he can bowl the quicker delivery. You don't really need to bowl it at best level. You just need to give it some flight, get a little turn. So there are other options they could have had in terms of spinning. Maybe they could have picked Ethan Hola as a third seamer or
mhm,
Shannon Gabriel, but Shannon Gabriel for me didn't impress at all in New Zealand. Just kept bowling it short, and if you bowl it short to guys like Williamson, Ross Taylor, Brendan McCullum, they're just gonna hit it for 4 and 6 all day.
mhm. Yeah, and I found after they got that wicket that it seemed like after they got who was it? No, they got Latham off
Hmm.
of Shilling first cotton ball. I found that after that, like they just started bowling really short and wide, especially fast bowlers were bowling very wide. And I don't know if it's the case where they got tired or something like that, but their bowling just started to go down after that. I don't know. Probably were just hoping the day was over and they get to go back to the pavilion and relax. But I saw a lot of balls just wide of off stump, and it was like they weren't even trying anymore to take any more wickets. I don't know. But I mean, it's not.
Almost like they're too tired and their confidence was almost gone after um, getting that wicket of Latham and then having it been called back because of a no ball, then
Mhm,
a massive partnership after that, and they're just running you in the ground. They're not taking any risk. They're pretty much turning over these strike when they can. If it's too wide, leave it. If it's there to hit, hit it.
mhm. Yeah, yeah, very, very true. So New Zealand ended up the day at 240 for two, and they resumed day two on that same score. They reached 259. I didn't really get to see any day two highlights. That's alright. But White Half here, Williamson was bowled by Ben, ending up on 113. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, you were saying that?
leaving the ball again. He actually
Okay.
got that's
He left on the ball and got ball.
yeah,
Okay.
arm ball. He just
Oh,
went
okay.
on
Uh-huh.
around the wicket,
Okay.
top of off stump.
Okay, okay. Right, well, okay, so he got out there for 113. I guess he probably didn't really sell it in yet to the morning, so you know,
Yeah, it was pretty early in the morning.
yeah, so he didn't last long. Ross Taylor. I think Ross Taylor got out shortly after too.
Yeah,
Was
he
caught by
did.
Everest Bull Schillenford, yeah.
Added a little bit to his opening score, got to 50.
That he got to,
Got to 50 and then got out.
then he got it right. Okay, yeah, so he made 55. Yeah, saying he made 55.
It was
Uh,
almost a bump ball, really.
that was almost a,
Almost a bump ball.
okay,
And taken on the half volley and just hit right at mid wicket. So almost a soft dismissal, really.
okay. So, see, as soon as he got a couple early wickets there in the morning period, Brendan McCullum didn't really last too long either.
Yeah, he got quite a snorter, really. Kind of why I like Suleiman Ben in the team.
Hmm.
This way he gets that bounce and he gets the turn, and you saw it in that dismissal of McCullum. Their turn and bounce then came off the gloves of Ramden, eventually taken by Chris Dale.
Hmm. Okay, so McCullum gone. I was actually looking at James. His name is James Needham. That's his name, right?
Meacham.
Needham. Yeah. This I was checking his career. He's only played 2 Test matches so far, but he's actually averaging 99. So he has 200s after 2 Test matches. And this one he made 107. I don't know if he has some kind of Mike Hussey sort of career going there for him, but right now he's averaging 99 and just a couple matches. So I don't know. I don't really know anything about him really to say. To you, Luke, is he a good cricketer or what?
Um,
Are
I didn't see the last test that he played in, which was the last test against India. I believe it was in New Zealand, and he got 100 there as well.
mm-hmm.
So I think he's the eighth player to get a century in his opening 2 tests. Very prestigious list he's on now, and he looks to be he was mainly in the side for the shorter format, one days and T20s, and again, as I said, they played him for the last test match. He performed well with the bat, did
Mm-hmm.
something with the ball. He can also bowl some right arm pace. So he's a good number 6 player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess he may have a future then if he really works at it in the Test side also, not just in the shorter form of the game.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, definitely.
yeah. So after his um his wicket fell at what point now? His wicket fell because the partnership from 279 to 480.
Another massive one.
Pardon?
Another massive one.
Yeah, another massive partnership. Really was a very helpful for West Indies in this game. I mean, they have many guys from the New Zealand team making a lot of big scores there.
Yeah.
So that's
But
wicket.
they were just going for runs at that point.
Yeah.
I didn't that lead put more pressure.
It was bad bowling on their part though. That at that period where they were making all those runs, or was it just a case where the New Zealanders were getting lucky in a way?
Yeah, it was just a case that the Watling and Nisham were in at that time. They were seeing the ball well,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually McCullum sent out there with drinks and so on, saying, you've got so many overs or so many minutes for you to get some runs.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to try and get your 100 before then, do that. Try and get as many runs as you can, and we'll call it quits. Get in for 45 minutes, half an hour, and hope to get a couple, which we didn't manage to do, but of course we know what happened from there.
Yeah, yeah. So next wicket fell at 480. The sum eventually got out by Ben. Caught Randon. Um, and then just made like 28 more runs before they eventually declared. BJ Watling was caught powerball Shillingford for 89. Um, Yeah, they ended up 508 for 7 and declared from there. And they declared basically of West Indies in both innings. Sort of speaks to West Indies bowling strength that they're not able in either innings to um, bowl out the opposition. They just had to wait till they declared. Although in the second innings, I thought they bowled a lot better. But when you look at it at the end of the day, they didn't get the New Zealand people, cricketers bowl out, and the New Zealanders managed to bowl them out in both innings. So speaks to who really has the strength there right now in terms of the bowling between the two sides. In my opinion, that is.
Definitely.
Yeah, so West Indies ended the day on 19 without loss. They went to day 3 now. I think I saw a little bit of day 3 highlights there. Um, but Powell and Gill batted good for the first wicket falling at 60. Powell was LBW. Did Powell play it back, or did he move his foot, get trapped in the crease or something, so that he was LBW?
Oh, I don't think I saw that actually.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I was just
But
wondering.
they started pretty slow, tried to find their feet, but yeah, I see there Powell 28 off almost 76 balls,
Mm,
and Gill 64.
no, I actually did a video last night. I was trying to determine if do you view Chris Gayle as an overrated cricketer?
Uh, right now, yeah. Um, I've always seen him as a guy that hasn't always moved his feet, but he's always his hand-eye coordination has always managed to be so good that he
Mm-hmm.
actually needed to. Although he's found it more difficult on the test level when he sort of feels he has to play a little more inside of himself,
Mm-hmm.
get himself in, and the bowlers are a little more able to pitch. They're little more tempted to pitch the ball up and swing it.
Mm-hmm.
For him, especially seeing as he doesn't move that feet and he usually gets bowled or caught or LBW.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true. I think that a lot of expectations get placed on Chris Gayle a lot, and they expect him to do, super amazing things. But I remember like Gayle playing in 2003, that very first World Cup match against South Africa, and him and Weber Hines had no hope whatsoever without bowling. They just keep pushing at the ball and could not get it hit. And I may always wonder how Gale stood in West Indies team that long. In fact, he didn't really move his feet. But it's also a case that he also does have a very good reach too, as what he can use his advantage too. But um, I think he's a good cricketer. But I think like at times like what the hype they put around him, and then he doesn't, always deliver to it is like, is a bit overrated to me. But I still think he's a very good player. You know. But Gale eventually fell for 64 was pushing out a ball that was on his off stump. I think it was by Salvi, and he got caught behind. Um, and that was it for him for his 64. Took a very long time to get that what's his name, but me get that 64. But by his standard, that is, but as you said, he has to play more within himself. So I guess that's understandable. Um, Marlon Samuels, just I don't know here. I don't know how Marlon Samuels is still in West Indies team. I mean, I know the case where Marlon Samuels when he first comes, he doesn't really move his feet, like he gets stuck in his crease. Even though he was making all those runs in England, you would find early on he wouldn't move his feet and he would get very lucky. But when he settled in, he would be able to get the ball pushed around a bit more. But like when he comes out, he just stuck in his crease, and I don't know. Here got LBW there, the ball trapping him in his crease. He didn't move. He just got stuck there, and there wasn't really much he could do. He would have to hold that with some inside edge. But oh boy, that was it. I was
Yeah,
there for him.
Edwards also dismissed for none.
Oh yes, correct.
Up down the leg side um, by Craig,
Mm-hmm.
off spinner. And then Darren Bravo caught him bold by the leg spinner of Soli.
Yeah.
Also dismissed for none. Put the West Indies in a pretty much troubling position of 104 for 5 when Samuels was dismissed.
Yep.
And then Ramden and Chandapur managed to put together 72 runs before Ramden was dismissed for
Yeah.
30.
I think Randy got again. No, Randy got caught, right?
Yeah, caught behind.
Yeah.
Down the leg side too. I think it was
Oh yes. I remember. Yeah, he got caught. But it wasn't a I think they were saying it was a variation. What Sylvie was bowling. He pitched the ball a bit.
slow ball.
Yeah. I think that was a little hard, but I mean, you know. So I won't hold that against Rondon. You know, those things happen. But
Definitely.
I guess he tried his best with the captain there to set an example. He didn't really do the same in the second innings, but um, you know, he tried his best, you know, in this first inning. So yeah. Then you just had the rest of the tail there. What, Kemar Roach made 4, Jerome Taylor made 7. Um, Ben and Shillingford, I think combined that those guys actually made, I think it was 62 runs or something so. Like the lower half of the team.
That was in the second innings.
Hey, second innings.
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean their partnership. Sorry, I mean that like combined, they were able to put on 68 runs, together to actually help Sean Paul get to his 84 not
Uh,
because they were 194 for 8 when Jerome Taylor fell, and they actually batted straight through to 262. So matched upon 68 runs between Ben Shillingford and Sean Paul to get West Indies up to 262. So those 68 runs from 3 guys in the team. Then you look up the order to see 3 of the top batsmen have nothing next to their names.
nothing.
You know, I mean that's horrible. This is batting there. You know, it's I don't know here.
Asking myself how much longer I want to give Darren Bravo to reach his prime. And
Oh
just
yes,
telling
yes.
myself one more game, maybe one more game, and he gets it. Maybe somebody smacks him across the head and says, "Stop driving so loose outside our stump."
Mm. Yes, it's true though. I don't know if for Darren Brown was a case where there's too much comparisons of Brian Lowry in his head or something, so that puts a lot of pressure on him. But I mean, cause he's very talented, but you know, when it's all said and done, he still ends up going out there and batting like, you know, he doesn't. But he gets going, looks nice, and then you know, pushes out the ball and goes back in the pavilion. He reminds me of Devon Smith. I think that's his name.
Yeah,
Like it's looked really good to me, and then like would go and get out foolishly, you know.
yeah.
And
And you know, Darren Bravo has the talent. He has the ability to make these big scores because he made a double hundred last series in New Zealand.
yeah, exactly.
You were able to save the match, but of course not in series.
As usual. But yes, you know, and he shows he has the ability, you know. But you know, I think that and it showed there that he also has the ability to focus for long periods of time, and he really needs to, you know. But I don't know, something he just concentration breaks or something. I mean, if I was in the West Indies team, I would be sticking close to Shannon Paul because you know who goes up there and bats as long as he does consistently, you know. Something that he does that the other players clearly haven't been able to master, the other batsmen, because the man bats just long. And you know, when I look at West Indies team, I see that Shannon Paul is the one that top scored. Again, is like, what would West Indies team really be like if Shannon Paul was not there? I mean, I
Exactly. If men like Chan Paul and Gale were not there,
yeah, exactly. I mean, what would have become of them? They probably would have made like,
you're not that far off from retiring either.
well, that's true. But he already come there since anymore. He's nearly 40, so I mean, I think it's probably the case where they're asking him to stay on now, till we could find somebody that could fit that role. Maybe they were hoping Marlon Samuels would be in such tip-top form he could help them out, but he's already not doing anything. So they seriously need some depth there in the team. I don't know. There's serious lack of strength in that middle order. Say for Shannon Paul, I don't really see anybody else there that is really consistent. Yeah, you get people go out there and make runs, but is it as consistent as you need from your lower order? Middle order, sorry.
We lost. Unfortunately, we lost Sarwan. He's pretty much in exile now. Lost Sarwan at the end of when he was really in his prime, where he had a huge home series against England. I think it was 2009,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken. But in that series, he got made 100 almost every match, and then
Yeah.
big dispute between the players and the board.
Yeah.
He's not coming back.
Yeah. It's very true. I remember when Sarwan used to go there and bat as far back as him in the days of Carl Hooper. Then Sarwan and Hooper used to go there and bat, and every time Sarwan went up there, or nearly every time he would give you a 50. And he was very, very consistent with that. And that's what you wanted in a cricketer that could go out there, a top order batsman, and give you a 50 comfortable. Yes, you want hundreds, but it guaranteed at least to get a 50 from him, man. Those were days when that was when he first came to the West Indies team, man. I always thought he was a very great cricketer. He just never mastered the hook shot, but give him anything else, I'll say off stump to cover drive or cut, he takes care of that easily. Or post even, but hook shots were his best friends. But yeah, they seriously have a serious lot there. I don't know what become of Dwayne Bravo. Is he finished with Test cricket or something? Is he only now focusing in the shorter forms again?
I think he's actually injured, still carrying that injury from the T20 World Cup.
Oh, okay.
To recover from it yet.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty good when he's ready to, but he's not sometimes consistent enough, and that's something that hurts him too, because he also can bat very good to me, but just doesn't get going sometimes. So in this innings here, West Indies eventually got bowled out for 262. Craig took 4 wickets. Craig took 4 wickets on his debut. So he took 4 as well. And they're basically the one who took the wickets in the first innings for New Zealand. So I think Craig has a very impressive showing for his very first time playing at this Test level for New Zealand.
Yeah, Saudi had a pretty good show as well, 4 for 19 from his 16 overs. But yeah, Craig started quite well to his Test career. About 4 in the first innings, but in the second innings he really got hammered. He got 4 again, but when the tailenders came in and they found that they pretty much had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Shane Shipper, you see, getting the second fastest 50 in Test cricket.
Yep.
He actually went to try and get the fastest, but just missing out on it.
Yeah, when the ball just spun off the bat, missing slips, huh? Yeah. And once again, that was West Indies lower order batting them through and helping them out there. But yeah, I guess so. Craig showed very promising signs for New Zealand, so they're gonna be very happy about that. New Zealand now had to bat now for I think the lead there was what? I think it was 246 or something like that. They had their lead going in out to their second innings. Peter Fulton once again got out thanks to early for this time he got for 0. So 1 and 0 for him. Jerome Taylor got him out again. That was it for him. Kane Williamson did not hang around this time. Don't think he made any runs. I think he made
He made just 2.
2 runs, yeah.
Leaving alone again, and Roach getting it to cut back and hit the off stump.
Yeah. I think that was a very good ball by Roach. Um, they ended the day they are 14 for 2.
Yeah.
The Nets there, so that was Sodi. He was put as a night watchman. He didn't hang around much longer. I think well, no, he actually hung around for about 6 hours, but he didn't add. I don't think he added anything to speak. No, he didn't add anything, did he? I don't think
No,
so. Nope.
no.
So he was
Just,
4. Yeah, he got LBW by Taylor. Um, the next ball, Taylor got out. Ross Taylor, LBW also. Well, not next ball. 3 balls in. Sorry, got Ross Taylor out for 0, and that put New Zealand at 14 for 4. But Brandon McCullum was able to push along the scoring with Tom Latham,
yeah.
and they were able to get the score up to 55 before Shillingford took the wicket of Brendan McCullum. He bowled him for 17. From there, it was Neesham and Tom Latham put on a partnership of what was that? That's 63 runs or so thereabout. They put on before, yeah, something like that. Before Shillingford got out Neesham for 20, so he didn't make 100 this time. Um,
Yeah, at this point, they're just trying to get as many runs as they could before they declared again.
yeah. So
Um, Saudi got out to Ben, and then
yeah,
they 156 for 8 declared.
yeah,
But West Indies going in at, I think it was the fourth day,
yeah. This would have been in fourth there. Yeah, this, yeah,
trailing by 4, needing 403 to win,
yeah.
and they didn't get off the best start. Kieran Powell out first over.
Mhm.
Saudi edging the splits. He was actually dropped in the first innings by Peter Fulton,
Okay.
but time no one, Latham was able to take it pretty neatly.
Mm. Yeah. So.
Yeah, from there after tea, it was Chris Gale caught behind from Saudi
Mhm.
for 10, and Kirk Edwards again down the leg side off the bowling of Craig.
Mhm.
They had West Indies pretty much in trouble at 76 for 6 when Chandler Paul was dismissed.
Yeah.
The spinners at this time were doing bulk of the bowling.
Mhm.
But at the end, out of, let's see, it was about almost, it was 47.4 overs, and the Pacers were only bowled at half that 20, 21 overs or thereabout. So at this point, the track, as we anticipated, was starting to get dusty. It was starting to crack a little bit,
Mhm.
and spinners were pretty much taking control. Chanapol, he stuck around, but he couldn't hang around forever.
Yeah.
LEW, and well, the tail tried their best. Samuels again getting knocked.
Uh,
Uh,
up
I
here.
Yep, here for him.
I,
And
I,
if
I I hope he
was,
takes a break. I hope they're bringing Craig Bradford
yeah,
or somebody, man. I mean,
correct.
horrible, man.
Roach adding 19. He actually hit 3 fours in
Mhm.
that 19. Then it was Taylor and Ben who came together.
Mhm.
Got 2 sixes and a 4 pretty quick time.
Mhm.
Balls. And Spoon Ben also uh, going in T20 mode there, hitting 25 from 27 with 4 fours and 6.
Mhm.
Real, real star of the evening, I suppose, even though West Indies did lose. Give them a little bit of entertainment, I suppose. 53 from 29 balls with 3 fours and 5 massive sixes.
Hmm. Yeah. Shellyford was really on fire there. I guess he just figured to himself he might as well have some fun. You know, well, the West Indies team sink, and yeah, just went well on them. Second fastest T20 me Test 100 and the fastest by West Indians. So yeah, at least they get some kind of history made and not in a bad way all the time. So yeah, that was
Yeah,
great.
I actually think it was the biggest last wicket partnership as well. So a couple records broken there.
Ah, well, that's true too. That's actually very true because they would have batted from 134 right up to 260. So that's just under 100 runs. That's probably 84 runs or so that they made together. And that would have been the biggest partnership. I mean,
So
yeah,
it was impossible to bat on that pitch.
yeah,
Uh, just needed to head on.
yeah. Very true. As you said earlier, Craig, very expensive second innings. Took 4 wickets, but had the highest economical rate out of all the guys, 6.46. But I guess for New Zealand, they won't mind that too much since he got the job done. So um, there's that to look at. So that was the tale of the West Indies team. That ball out there for 216. Um, what was that, about 180 somebody runs, something like that. And New Zealand winning. I mean, Gary said I'm overly surprised that the West Indies lost. That's the honest truth. It feels like the same West Indies team all the time. Test cricket has been West Indies' weakness for I don't even remember how many years. You know, uh, they will go out there and one day and perform in between T20. Pretty good at that. But when it comes to Test cricket, they don't have the players that prepare to go out there and bat long and bowl hard and be attacking with I take the wickets. Is like they just go out there and I don't know relax or just try to sorry not relax go out there and try to smack the letter off the ball and get out foolishly and put the team under pressure and then Shannon Paul has to come and save them and then in the bowling department the guys just the batsmen are a bit more patient it seems than the West Indies bowlers and just wait till the bad balls come to get third and just hit them around. So it's really a deficiency of West Indies game in Test cricket, for so long. Um, I'm not sure what the ratings are, but New Zealand's probably ahead of West Indies in ICC ratings, right? Test cricket, right?
Yeah, I think the only teams West Indies are ahead of at this point would be Bangladesh and Zimbabwe.
Yeah, the same team they've been ahead of for I don't know how many years. I mean, I don't
Yes,
know when that's ever going to change her.
we were ahead of New Zealand come their last series here when we pretty much wiped the floor with them, but of
Yeah,
course we had a few bad series. They had a few good ones, and things have changed now.
yep. So that is basically it there for West Indies. I will hope that in the next game where are they going? Where are they going next? They're going to Trinidad. Trinidad.
Come
Um,
Monday, so not much rest, but they'll have today. They've had today, they extra day,
mm,
and then they will have the weekend to pretty much, I guess, check the videos, um, work on team for the next game, and work on a plan of how they're gonna try and get 20 New Zealand wickets.
yeah. Yep. They definitely need to improve their bowling. I hope Samuels is replaced because Samuel has not done anything. I guess they're probably going to want to keep Ben and Shillingford in the team. Um, since Shillingford seems to be an all-rounder. I mean, Shillingford can bat, but at this point that they need those runs down the order. So I guess probably Samuels should be the boy to go to the team. I can't see Samuels staying in. But then again, it's West Indies, so you never know. Um,
I'd like to see maybe Craig Baffett come in the team, and depending on the pitch, maybe bringing a third seamer in Gibson Holder or Shannon Gabriel, see where that goes.
yeah.
But I'm very impressed with Taylor. Roach coming back from an injury, so he's not going to be uh, the best in terms of a wicket taking option. But give him another match, maybe he'll be match fit ready for the next test at Port of Spain.
Yeah, well, he took 4 wickets in the entire match, so it was not bad at all by him. Say that Kemar Roach was there too, and Roach only have I think 2 wickets to show for his efforts. So that is a very good thing, very positive thing. And Jerome Taylor to me was always a match winning bowler. Remember him against England, where he ran through the England team down here. I think bowling out for 50, 54 something like that. Something like that. He took 7 wickets in a match against him. Um, so I think that was maybe a season one at game also. I think that was in Jamaica, if I'm not mistaken. But I think he's a very good cricketer and it's good to have him back. It'll be good if Roach could add to that and, as you say, Shannon Gabriel or Jason Holder, because in the Caribbean we're known for our fast bowling and that's something that we've been missing that for crown pace attack. Um, but I guess the wickets are being made different these days also, so there's also that you have to take into consideration. But yeah, that is it for West Indies, and I really do hope that they make some adjustments and really try hard in the next game. Um, yeah, that's all I have to say in regards to that. So, Luke, have anything else to add?
Um, Not really. Uh, I would like to see again. I would like to see Craig Bradford in the team getting a chance. I think he has a big future ahead definitely in terms of Test cricket. But I would also like to see him maybe open at the one-day level as well. Um, I would like to see more pace in the team. We're known for that over the years. As you said, we know for big fast bowlers. We have Joe Garner, men like Malcolm Marshall, Michael Holding, Ian Bishop.
Yeah.
Uh, this goes on and on. Courtney Walsh. We actually got Curtly Ambrose in as bowling coach right now, so
Hmm.
I like that move. He's done a good job at CCC in the T20 regional format, and I think he was a part of the one of the teams in the PPL last year. So he's been a good coach, and hopefully he can add some insight to see us how we can get 20 New Zealand wickets come next week Monday. So we'll see. Hopefully the track is a little better suited for fast bowling.
Hmm.
It was a good discussion I found during the test match. They were trying to figure out if they were to select a pitch suited for West Indies, what kind of pitch would that be?
Hmm.
Would it be a pitch like the one we had in Jamaica, the first test match, or would it be a pitch with more grass on it, more suited for fast bowling, maybe the ball coming into onto the bat a bit quicker? Mm, tough.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, I guess that I mean I always take the bouncier wickets and all that sort of stuff. The ball coming off quicker
Mhm.
was it's how I think that's how when West Indies is really good as well. I guess in the the days, the 70s, the 80s, the I guess the early 90s. I guess that's what really worked in our favor. Antigua always was the wicket that is pretty flat, but I remember I remember especially in Barbados, our wicket being very bouncy and the ball coming on the bat very quickly. Um, but um, I think in my opinion the wickets here should be more favoring fast bowlers to help us out because hardly see too many spinners really come through that are that good already given that opportunity in the West Indies team. Obviously, one Jordan Rain in there for the Test circuit, but I think faster wickets in my opinion work better. But,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Yeah, so that'll be it for this video. The vaccine is back on Monday, provided there's no rain and I don't see any in sight. See how hot outside is, but um, we'll be back on. I guess we review it from the final day review from when it's finished, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So you know,
probably
thank
next
you.
Friday or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I could do it any visual days or do it all together at the same thing. But depends on how vaccine is played too. Um, so that's it for this video. Thanks to whoever tune in, watch, or will watch. That's it for us. You can like the video, subscribe. I'll also be doing soccer. Yeah, see how that one works. So because I mean, a lot of games there, but that's concerned. So I guess to see how that works. But yeah,
Mhm.
yes, that is for now, and yeah, we're out.
Yeah, all right. See you later, guys. Hope to see y'all tune in next week for the second test review.
Yeah, all right, we're out.